Now, one of the control Loras that has been introduced is the Recolor Lora, which allows us to turn a black and white image into a color image. And I did try it with this particular image here, which gave us this result. And I actually got two results, this one and this one. And I would say that these are not particularly satisfactory, but of the many tests that I ran, these were some of the ones that came out not looking there's clearly an issue with how it's working, because if you look at the samples that are provided by Stability, they do look a lot better than this. Now, I ran the test using the 128 rank, and we're going to try the 256 to see if we get a result with this one. I don't think we will. As you can see, the workflow is that it creates a black and white image, and then it goes to the sampler after going to the control net. And it's really working on this black and white image to try to make it look realistically in terms of its color. We've got the positive prompt, color photograph, detailed, DSLR, natural skin, highly detailed, and then a bunch of negative prompts, which include oversaturated and sort of color cast, faded, old, washed out. And we can begin to see now what the results are going to be. You can see it's done, it's tried, it's definitely tried. I think there's a little bit of a lot of color, There's quite a lot of color going on inside this image, but I wanted to give it the easiest image to work with that I could. And it seems to have done okay. There's a bit of fringing and all that kind of stuff going on inside of the hair. But this is honestly the best result that I've got so far. Now, if you follow the first course, you can, the first course that we did, you can probably figure out what we could do, because I think it looks a little bit oversaturated. She begins to look a little bit deep fried, and in terms of her color. So you can probably figure out a couple of the tricks that we could do. Maybe using the tone map resampler. Let's look for it. So we could try this. I did try this, and it wasn't particularly successful using this guy here, the tone, the model sampler tone map noise test. It didn't succeed, but what I'll do is I'll implement it in this particular one, and if it works better, I'll leave it in for the JSON file that I'm going to share with you for this lecture. But before I do that, let's talk a little bit about the workflow. So when you run this thing, what will happen is that you'll get the load image, loading the image. Again, you choose your image, then you go ahead and go to the, I think we actually process this with a preprocessor. And when you first run this, you may need to install a couple of new custom nodes, and those ones I think will be the ones up here. There'll be some of the ones up here. There's actually one here which is not maximum size or total size, but I think what this one is doing is just basically converting the image to a 1 megapixel image, so it's not too much to process. And what we can then do is to look at this guy here. This guy here, I think you will need to download. So you may get a warning indicating that there are some missing custom nodes. The installation process is to go to Manager, bring that up, and then install missing custom nodes. It will search for missing custom nodes. It's going to find 2. And then what you'll do when you find those, change that to all, make sure there's nothing in the search field. And when you have your 2 coming up, I've already installed the ones that I needed to. You would just basically click install, give it a bit of time, click install again, give it a bit of time to process, and then close this out. What we then need to do is to restart Comfy UI, and you should find that the missing nodes are actually installed. So I tried a few settings, changing some of the sampler settings and some of the control net settings, and nothing really gave a better result than the first result that we got. So I'll share this one with you. It's using the control Lora of rank 256, the Recolor Lora, and also using the SDXL base, perhaps changing the checkpoint might improve performance. I don't know, but through the test that I ran, I wasn't actually able to improve on this, and I wouldn't say this is particularly impressive, but perhaps you might have a better result. So we'll leave it at that and we'll move on to the next one.